Hey there, welcome to The Wildlife. Now, throughout the duration of this season, I've known exactly what we're gonna do on every single adventure, from start to finish. What's different about today's adventure is I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I was told to show up at this location, I was given some coordinates, I was told to bring a bike, my GPS, and enough gear to get me through whatever is going on today. So, it's a little bit cold, I'm a little bit nervous, but excited. Whew. So let's see what today has in store for us. According to this, it should be somewhere around this guy. All right, so this contains the information about what I'm gonna be doing today. Let's check it out. All right, it's a letter from my grandfather. From the desk of Don Crownover. Since you were a young boy, I knew adventure and the outdoors were going to be a big part of your life. It is something that has stayed in your spirit, and I have lived vicariously through your actions. Through your postcards and videos from the wildlife, with you, Jeremy, you have taken me with you. We've reached the top. Woo! Woo! I finally got some keepers. It's another one in the books. Can't wait to tell you about it in person. Now I am tasking you with a mission that will take you all over the Northwest using what you already know to be a role model for those other young people who may someday follow in your footsteps. You will be given coordinates. Step 1, clues, and all these will take you on a journey to achieve each challenge and a chance to earn money for charities that are close to your heart. Like where this is headed. You'll be asked to complete each mission within the rules provided for each quest. It is a challenge I know you can handle and a great undertaking for all your skills as an adventurer. I wish you the best of luck. With you always, Grandfather. I've got a lot of ground to cover. This is single-handedly the most extreme thing I have ever done in my life. And this is the view from the top of Monkey Fish. The most prehistoric fish that we can even think of right now. Here we go, it's done! That is one big Dungeness crab. All over the place. That's all I can do just to hang on. This is The Wildlife.
The Wildlife is presented by Next Adventure.
First clue of the day, here we go. The base of your first destination sets at around sea level, but the point of the challenge gives you a bird's eye view of the city named after one of its greatest chiefs. Once you've reached the heights of your first challenge, you'll understand why it was presented to the world as a glimpse of the future. Here are your coordinates. You must complete this by dusk. Good luck, Grandfather. All right, 5, 4, 8. So another 8 takes us about there. I know where we need to go. Whew. All right, we've got some ground to cover. Our next destination is that way. I think I've got a rough understanding of the direction we have to head to. The hard thing about this is when I'm out in the wilderness, I've got a wilderness map. So I get my GPS coordinates, I plot out where I need to go, and I get an understanding of exactly where I need to go. What I have to do now is map it out on the area map, the wilderness map, and then compare that, cross it over to a city map so that I can get the city streets and where I need to go. So I've got an understanding of my first checkpoint, the location that it's at, and I've got directions how to get there. I've also got traffic lights to deal with. Lots of pedestrians. It's a little bit like mountain biking in the woods, except no more trees, a lot more machines. Pull this out real quick. Okay. According to this, we need to go another couple blocks in this direction, over here. So we're close. Oh, it is freezing outside. All right, getting close, really close. All right, we need to head right up this path. Oh my God, it's the Space Needle. We're heading straight for the Space Needle, right there. Checkpoint 1. Should be right up here somewhere. Go. We gotta head over here, past the tourists. Here it is. Just like the other statue. Okay, clue number 2. You've arrived at the base of the Space Needle. Now you must go up to the point of the needle to meet your checkpoint, to see where your journey will take you next. Take the stairs to the top. Oh man, are you kidding me?
The Wildlife is presented by Next Adventure.
Here we go. Let's go find ourselves a staircase. Oh man. All right. Here we go, nothing but the top. Okay, so many steps. It's gotta be one of the tallest buildings here. There's a lot of steps. Starts opening up, gets colder. I have no clue how tall this thing is. So it feels like I'm just going round and round and round. Hand up. Starting to feel a little bit dizzy. Lungs are burning. My legs are on fire right now. According to this, I'm over 500 feet in elevation from the ground. And I have no idea when this thing ends. It just keeps going. Here we go. Oh, come on. It's like the higher you get, the steeper the steps get. You can do this. Oh, I made it. Oh. Woo! Look at this. That's definitely some Seattle out there. Boom. Whew. All right. Catch my breath for a sec. Next coordinate. And our next clue. The rest of your challenge is in front of you. In front of me. You've reached the point of the needle. Now you must head to another point, one that holds a symbol of the East and is a Chinook expression for eventually. Here are your coordinates. Good luck, grandfather. Okay. You can't be telling me he climbed those steps. Whew. All right. 054 5269 72 coordinate on there. So it looks like I need to go that way, right over there. According to this, we've got 4 miles to our next destination. My next coordinate takes me south-southeast, which is that direction over there. So I have an understanding of where I need to go. Now I just gotta get there. Let's do this. Whew. Lots of cars, lots of people. Something I'm definitely not used to. And all these stoplights. It's like you make it a block and then you gotta stop again. But I'm gonna take this road all the way down to the waterfront and then take the waterfront road around to the peninsula that I'm looking for. This adventure has been non-stop. It's been riding to the Space Needle, sprinting up the staircase of the Space Needle, right back down to my bike, and then riding to here. Right now it is really cold outside. Riding the bikes like this, fingers just get numb, tingly. There's all this wind blowing right off the sound here, right off the ocean. It's just bone-chilling cold. The sun came out a little bit, which is kind of nice, but it's still frigid outside. Here it is, just like the other statue. Catch my breath for a second. It's a symbol of the East and is a Chinook expression for eventually. Okay. Oh man, I've got some ground to cover. Or some water to cover at least. According to this, I've got to cover 9 miles. Coming up on The Wildlife. Losing daylight pretty fast right now.
The Wildlife is presented by Next Adventure.
Tell you one thing, I'm pretty darn happy that I'm not riding or running anymore. So my legs were done. This is the part where it's all upper body and core. But it is so peaceful out here. Over in the distance over there, you can see the Olympic Mountains. I've actually driven along the side of those. Way down there at that point, it's Port Townsend. When I was on the bike on the ride here, it was kind of sunny, but freezing. All that wind chill from riding so fast just freezes everything. Now I'm out on the ocean and the sun's gone and it's still cold. This island off in the distance, straight to my right over here, that's Blake Island. Farther up over there is Vashon Island. And if you can sit here and watch like all the traffic that moves in and out of here, off in the distance over here, I can actually see a ferry coming into port directly in front of where I'm headed. It's kind of easy for me to get sidetracked when I'm out here. Part of me wants to sit back and enjoy the ride, especially with my destination in sight down there. The rest of me realizes that I'm in a race against the clock and dusk is coming up pretty fast. I've just got to get a good pace set, just keep my end in sight and paddle, paddle, paddle. The other thing that makes me really nervous up here is seeing all these ferries coming in and out of port. It makes me a little bit nervous because I'm about to go right through their lane of travel. I can see now that the ferry has docked all the cars that were on it have offloaded. And now all the cars that were waiting in line are piling on. It'll honk 3 times before it starts to come out, but I would rather not be behind it when it does. So I'm gonna try and pick up the pace again, see if I can get past it. And we're past the ferry. Losing daylight pretty fast right now. So maybe for this last stint here, it's gonna be a fast pace. When I read my grandfather's letter this morning, I knew that he was going to lay out a big challenge, and I knew it wasn't gonna be easy. But I've gotta beat sundown, and it looks like it's gonna come down right to the minute. So my goal for right now is to not let this whole day go to waste. I've got to make it there before that sun disappears.
It's important that I get to this next checkpoint before the sun goes down. If there's a chance to earn more money for a charity, I don't want to come up short or finish late.
Found it. Oh, the legs don't work well. All right. One more checkpoint down. Here we go. Congratulations. You've completed the Urban Challenge. You successfully navigated across the city, named after the great Native American leader, Chief Sealth. Must be where we get Seattle from. Now you must head south to the state that you call home. Your coordinates will lead you to the starting point of your next challenge. Congratulations and good luck, grandfather. Woo! All right. Well, I made it. And as you can tell, I made it just in the nick of time. So, I completed the Urban Challenge. From what I can tell, this journey is far from over.
I'm feeling a little bit fake as we're running for cover. As we're running for cover.
What a great day of adventures. I can't believe my grandfather put me through that. I biked for 8 miles. I had to climb 60 stories to the very top of the Space Needle, and then I kayaked for just shy of 10 miles. It was a good day. Right now I'm headed to my next coordinate, to the state that I call home, which would be Oregon. I can't wait to see what's in store for me next.
Coming up on The Wildlife.
It is. Be very careful out there, my
I
friend.
will, thank you. Well, I've just driven from Seattle all the way down to my home state, Oregon. This is where we're at right now. I completed my Urban Challenge up there. Now I'm at my second leg of the challenge down here on Warm Springs Reservation. So I followed my GPS coordinates. I'm very close to my first clue, and I'm about to start the second leg of my challenge. Here we go. Been following these coordinates for several hundred miles, and I'm finally here. Somewhere in the area. And there it is. Here we go. Whew. First clue of my next leg of the challenge. You've made it back to your home state successfully. The coordinates provided will lead you to the start of your next challenge. You will be greeted by a native of this area who will help you on your journey and give you a perspective on the land. You'll be given clues and coordinates to move you from checkpoint to checkpoint. If you reach your final destination by sundown, as you did in the Urban Challenge, your efforts will add to a total sum raised for the charity close to your heart. Good luck, grandfather. So, here's my next coordinates. And I need to get a move on because I want to get as much money as I possibly can. So let's head out. Whew. All right. Well, I followed my GPS in here, and the road in is not more than just a couple tracks just going off into the wilderness. Now I'm here at my starting point. Well, I knew I'd be meeting up with a native of the land, but I didn't know it'd be you, big guy.
How's it going,
Good to see
Jeremy?
you, Randy.
Good to see you too, man.
How's things?
Not too bad.
Good.
So we got a nice little challenge, I guess your grandfather set up for you.
Yeah?
And this land here is really kind of rough. I don't know if you've noticed that when you came up here.
Yeah, it's rugged.
It is. It's very
Very
rugged.
rugged.
We got a lot of great things out here. A lot of wildlife. Some that you need to be really careful about. I mean, there's some wild cougars out here. There's some great elk, deer. You see wild horses out here as well. If you want to come on down this way, well, there's a lot of different great things about this land that is really fantastic. And here on the reservation, we try to make sure that we keep it this way.
Yeah.
You know, that way we can keep it for our generations in the future.
All right.
You know, so that they can enjoy it the way it usually and it should be. We got roots that grow out here. We got, I mean, our people have been out here for a long, long time, traveling up and down the rivers. Our tribes, Warm Springs, Wascos, Paiutes, they've been around here a lot. Okay. This is their homeland. They live off this land. And I'm sure, and I know that you, as an adventurer, can appreciate the beauty of this and how great it is.
Absolutely. I mean, look at it.
It is fantastic.
This is what you get to see every day.
Yep, this is my backyard.
It's a big backyard.
It is.
Okay, so I guess the adventure begins now.
Yes.
Ready?
Be very careful out there, my
I
friend.
will, thank you. So I'll
All
be
right.
seeing you shortly?
You will be seeing me along the way.
All right, we'll
All
see
right,
you
man.
again. I'm gonna get on with this.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I guess the only thing to say is, let's do this.
The Wildlife is presented by Next Adventure.